Hey, I'm back again with another daily check-in. I just stepped out of my Thursday evening jiu-jitsu session and haven't really talked about jiu-jitsu for a little while. I've kept it up normally at least once. I try to do twice a week where I can, but it does clash. The Wednesday night clashes with Toastmasters, so that's always been a bit tricky. But a couple of times a month I try to do twice a week, and I'm sort of making progress slowly but surely. And I've been doing it about 11 months now, 10 months maybe. And I think at the beginning of the year I'd intended and planned on stepping it up to adding in another midday session where I've got to go over to Aylesbury for. I've not managed to do that yet, and I guess I'm just happy with going along and enjoying the rolling, enjoying the technique. I'm perhaps not progressing as fast as some of the other guys, but I'm really still am thoroughly enjoying the process of it. And, maybe one day I'll step it up. I think there's another competition in September that I'm planning on getting into. And even though I'm not kind of talking about it, I'd barely even mention it now. It's just become a habit. It's become something that I do. But I'm still getting a tremendous amount from it. And I think the last time I spoke about it properly was in the context of the Zen Buddhist beginner's mind philosophy, where you just kind of approach things with the mind of a complete beginner, which of course I was back in August, September time last year with jiu-jitsu. But then you apply the same concepts to everything that you do, and you imagine that you're doing something for the very first time, and going to immerse yourself in the process. So I'm still getting a lot of that aspect of things, and the kind of the carryover into other areas of my life. So that's all good. Today, what have I been doing? I have been planning my workshop for September. Now, this is interesting because I'd said a while ago that I was going to do this workshop. It was one of the things I realized I had complete control over. Like I've done dozens of workshops over the course of the years, from running workshops to mindset motivation workshops, but I haven't done one in a very long time. And it seems ridiculous that I'm just relying on business and work and speaking engagements coming into me, whereas the reality is I'm in control, and if I want to put on a speaking gig, then I can do. I get to share my message with those who come. It just takes a little bit more work, a bit more marketing, a bit more creating something that I can then tell a story about to attract people along to it, rather than being an audience already there. But again, I'm no stranger to that kind of hard work. And even though I'd said about doing it, there was a part of me that was holding me back, and I wasn't actually taking the action required until I added it to my list of things that I was going to do, that I told my new accountability buddy, Jerry, about, and emailed him and said, I'm going to do a workshop in September. And by the beginning of September, because our 8-week period, the first 8 weeks that we're going to be doing this together, is up on the 3rd of September. So by that point, I will have the course, the program written, completely created, and I will have the room booked and ticket sales already coming in. So that kind of holds my feet to the fire a little bit more, and it's meant that I spent maybe probably half an hour this morning, no more than that, half an hour, sitting down, mind mapping out all of the details. And in that 25-30 minute period, I've pretty much solved all of the little problems that weren't really problems, but they were certainly the things that were holding me back. They were kind of getting in my way, those mental blocks, and now they're no longer mental blocks. I've got a very clear picture in my mind as to what I need to do, what I want to do, the objectives, what I want to achieve by doing this, and actually exactly how it's going to go down. Also how it fits into the context of everything else that I'm doing, not just the speaking, but the book. It's going to be very much related to the book of Knowing to Doing, and also all of my other programs, my coaching, my Boost program, and all the other communities that I operate. So yeah, all good. I felt pretty good about doing that, and then I spent another hour this afternoon sitting down and working on the book. I've also realized I've got to add in writing the book to my list of success essentials. I've got a list of about around 16 or 17 of these now, and I just keep adding to them when I realize that these are things that need to be happening mostly every day. And writing a few words, planning. I'm still in the planning stage of the book, but doing something to the book every single day is also something I need to be focused on. So I added it to the list, and I'm making progress. I'm getting there with it. So yeah, a good bit of progress today. Tomorrow I'm completely out of action. I've got the kids' sports day in the morning, and of course the dad's race, very important, my A race of the season. And then I've got a hot foot over to Abingdon, about 20 miles away, and I am on a kind of a panel team group of motivators, along with Tim Foster, the rower, and Greg Searle, also a rower, and I think the world champion Muay Thai kickboxer, and some Commonwealth gold medalist squash player, and then me, who hasn't got any of those medals or accolades. But I have run 10 marathons, and I have run 100 miles, and I have done Ironman and other things like that. So, but I'm also the plank king, which is apparently what I've been billed as. This is through the High Sheriff of Oxfordshire. And he wrote a little email to kind of each of us who are taking part and looking, and basically it's a corporate thing. So I'm on that team of motivators, and there's 22 corporate teams taking part in this Ox Olympics tomorrow. So yeah, that's what the event is down in Abingdon. And he wrote an email to all of those of us taking part, and I was George the Plank Anderson. So hopefully people understand what that means. Otherwise it might be a little bit embarrassing tomorrow. But anyway, that's what I'll be up to tomorrow, which means no work whatsoever. But there are some good opportunities there. I'm really hoping to kind of have some time to spend with some of the corporates, most of them who've done the Plankathon back in April, and talk to them about some of the other things that I am doing and can do. So there could be some potential opportunities. But I'm going in there with the attitude of I just want to have some fun, obviously support them, motivate them, encourage them through the day. And if anything else comes of it, then that'll be fantastic. So I will check in at some point tomorrow in the evening. Maybe try and get some footage of the day as well. That doesn't normally happen when I say it will, but we'll see. And I'll check in again tomorrow at some point and let you know how it all goes. Subscribe, like the video, comment, do all those good things, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.